shoes if you have ambition to be great. My job is to coach you to get all that greatness out of you.
What is good, Fin Nation? What's good? It's your boy Reason. And guess what? We're back here for yet another one. Guys, big week on deck. Big week on deck. Tonight, we're doing the roster predictions. We'll also be breaking down some film. We'll be going over every Tua Tagovailoa snap. I also want to take a look at the best throw of the night, which is clearly Skyler rolling against his body on that DPI. So I want to look at all those plays. So we'll look at all that. We'll break down other players throughout the week. Don't worry. There's a couple people I want to look at specifically on the offensive line, and we'll be breaking that down each night that I'm live. I'll have a player breakdown for y'all like we've been doing all preseason. And then remember, when the season starts every Tuesday night, because the All-22 will be coming out, Tuesday, Monday, late Tuesday, early. And so we'll be doing the All-22 breakdowns, Meatball Game, and Martin will be bringing you to a Tuesdays right back here on Phinside The NFL. 3rd year running. So we'll be doing that. Okay, the rest of this week, though, the rest of tonight, actually. So we got the All-22 breakdown. We're going to go over my roster prediction, which I submitted yesterday because I just said to my graphic guy, I said, yo, can you whip me up something quick? And he did. And so we'll look at it. No one that I've had making the team has been cut. And I've got a controversial name making the team. And it'll explain why people on Twitter, I already put my wide receivers out on Twitter because that was a thing today, apparently. So it'll explain why, spoiler, Lynn Bowden doesn't make the team for me. Now, people have seen this is a prediction. This is not what I would do. This is what I think they're going to do, all right? So we'll go over all that. On top of that, as usual, we'll look at the PFF grades, and then we will also dive into this quick Lamar stuff because everyone's talking about it. I mean, why are y'all surprised? If you've been watching me, I told y'all back in February, March that this was going to happen. Did I not? Did Reason not tell you this was going to happen? I've told you there was not mutual interest, but there was interest from Jackson's side of wanting to come home. I told all of y'all this back in February, March, when contract talks were at a standstill. I said this way back. So no one should be surprised at all right now about this whole Lamar thing, whatever. Until the contract is signed, it is what it is. All right? The Dolphins have already made some cuts today. We'll obviously go over those as well. Another thing I want to stop pitting players against each other. Like, that's what some of y'all are doing out here. Man, I'm enjoying the development of Skylar Thompson. I'm enjoying what I'm seeing from Skylar Thompson as he starts to ascend the depth chart here. Y'all are pitting Tua against Skylar. I see the Tua haters and the Tua lovers doing it. Why? The coaches aren't even doing that right now. So why are you? All you're doing is causing more of a divide. And it's funny. The same people who say Skylar QB1, I thought preseason didn't matter. Preseason never mattered. When Tua makes a play, it's only preseason. When Tua doesn't make a play, they got to move off of him and it's in preseason. So preseason only matters when it fits people's narratives. That's what I'm starting to see from this community. It's sad, really. I mean, the amount of casuals in this community, you go on Twitter, you go on Facebook, you go on YouTube, you go on Instagram. The amount of casuals in this community is ridiculous, all right? It's picking and choosing narratives right now. While I'm sitting here saying enjoy both. Enjoy the development of Tua in this offense. Enjoy the development of Skylar in this offense. Instead of pitting, because all you're doing is creating a divide when, guess what? The coaches aren't even pitting them against them. Skylar Thompson, if Tua performs to like how we think he can perform this year and keeps a job, Skylar Thompson will not be a threat to Tua Tagovailoa till next offseason when he's the backup and he's actually competing for the starting role. Right now, he ain't competing for the starting role. He's competing to knock Teddy out. And this is coming from a place of a guy who's a fan of both of these players. Because unlike some of y'all with agendas, I don't care about the name on the back of the jersey. I want a Super Bowl. I don't care if that quarterback is white, black, purple, blue, the rainbow, an alien species that can legally play in the NFL, mind you. I don't care. Just bring me a Super Bowl. I think Tua, and I expect Tua to become top 12 this year. But what's wrong with Skylar ascending and just growing and developing? What's wrong with that? Why has he got to be thrust into, he's QB1? See, it's funny. Tua shreds an offense in preseason. Well, he did it against second and third stringers. This guy's out here, Skylar Thompson, making these throws, and albeit some of them are beautiful, against like fourth stringers, third stringers, and guys who are going to be unemployed tomorrow. So why does one narrative fit one guy and one narrative doesn't fit the other guy? And the baffling thing is, y'all are being selective with narratives about players on your own team. Why is no one talking about? Why is a better comparison and a guy coming for someone's job? I mean, where's the Seiler and Wilkins? Where's the Seiler and Wilkins DT DE1 debate? Where's the Wilkins-Seiler DT-DE1 debate? It's legitimate. It's a legitimate debate. Where is it? Why are we keeping that same energy for Wilkins and Seiler? I'm just asking a question. Why are we only keeping that energy with one position? Someone explain this to me. See? When I dropped that comparison, or what about, there you go, Scotty Joe nails it. Andrew Van Ginkel and Melvin Ingram. That's a legitimate conversation to have, even when AVG's healthy. That's a legitimate conversation to have. Why is no one having that conversation? Someone figure this out for me. Someone let me know where this energy is. Just say, why are we having a Waddle Tyreek Hill debate? Oh, well, reason. Tyreek Hill has NFL experience and been in the Super Bowl. The first part of that answer said it all. Why aren't we? I'll give you another legitimate debate. You want it right now? Durham Smythe, Mike Gesicki, tight end 1 in this scheme. That's a debate. That's a legitimate debate. Why is no one? Where's the fuss? Where's the fuss? Where's the divide? Where's the shows? Where's the 3-hour panels? Where's the threads of tweets? Where's the Facebook posts? Come on, man. Bro, I just gave you AVG and Ingram, Wilkins, Seiler, Durham, Smythe, Gesicki, and they're all legit. Where's the discussion on that? There you go. Shout out to Choo Choo. Edmonds versus Mostert. Where's the debate? Where's the running back 1 debate? What? Where? How many are we up to now? How are we up to now? We want to throw Waddle and Tyreek in there too, like I said? Where's the debate? We're up to 5 other legitimate number 1 spot at the position debates. No one want to talk about it, bro. Why? Y'all want to divide over quarterbacks, but you don't want to talk about the rest of the team. Why? Tell me your clickbait without being clickbait. And Yep's probably right. Kadir Kahu versus Noah Benogany. There's a legitimate debate. Elijah Campbell versus Noah Benogany. I mean, we already know who the best one in that one is. It's Campbell all day. He's a first-round pick. Just saying. Where is that same energy? Y'all tell on yourselves without even telling on yourselves. That's what's crazy about it. Literally, people tell on themselves without telling on themselves. I'm just saying. You can't even sit there and say reasons wrong right now. That's the best part of it. I got you. Bam, I got you. And the only way you can come out of that corner is if you try and deflect. But I got you right now. Just saying. So, shout out to everyone in the comment section. 442 in the room. Smash that like button, subscribe if you're new. Again, tonight, I'll go over my roster prediction. We'll go over the cuts that have happened first. But I put my prediction in yesterday. So, to get my graphic guy just to whip up something quick for me to show y'all visually. None of the guys that I had on have been touched. And I got a surprise one on there. So, we'll go over that. Again, like every other preseason game, I'll do my 5 takeaways from the game. And this one's a little bit more fun because it's the finale. We'll go over the PFF grades like we do every week. All right. And then we'll talk about the Lamar thing briefly. I don't want to get too heavy into it. And of course, we will break down the All-22 of Tua Tagovailoa. And I also want to take a look at the best throw of the night, which was that Skylar Thompson. Beautiful toss. Whew. That thing moving across his body, rolling to the left. Skylar dropped a goddamn dime, and we're going to talk about it tonight. Man, why can't we appreciate both these guys? Huh? All these people with agendas who aren't I just proved to you they're not keeping it a buck with every other position and with this team because they ain't asking all the other number one questions at different positions, only that position. Why can't we just appreciate everyone here, huh? This is crazy how every season there's a QB debate. Individuals trying to push other QBs and not support their own. Bro, read Senate last year. They were pushing that. Remember, they were trying to convince us Jacoby Brissett was coming in, and that's when I phrased the whole thing, jabroni brisket. They kept telling us Jacoby was going to be the guy. Then they told us when we signed Teddy, he was going to be the guy. Now Skylar looks like the best option out of all those guys by far. So now Skylar's the guy. Bro, y'all a bunch of quarterback whores, man. Y'all moved to the newest flavor of the week. Bro, y'all like fucking Baskin Robbins out here with quarterbacks. 32 flavors, baby. It's ridiculous. This is the new flavor of the week. And if Tua balls out and Skylar don't win the job, y'all will just forget about Skylar, and then the next guy who comes through, that's got to be the guy. It's ridiculous. Bro, y'all are... look at how many. I just named 4 guys, and some of y'all hung your hat on Rosen, so we'll really go 5 if you really want to go there, right? Okay, so we got 5 guys. Rosen, Sinnett, Skylar, Jacoby, and Teddy. All of them labeled. They're going to take Tua's job. I mean, what? Are we on the 5th time's the charm? I thought it was 3rd time's the charm. You guys are past the 4-leaf clover here. You guys are out here looking for a 5th time. What are we, I mean, once we get up to a dozen, eventually someone's going to be right here, all right? Even a broke clock is right twice a day. You guys are just playing the odds now. Hey? Now we're out here just playing the odds. Oh, whoever, the new guy's got to be it. Roll with it. Get the clicks. And then again, I'm a fan of Skylar. Skylar's going to be something in this league. But remember, all y'all trying to label Skylar the QB1, y'all the same clowns out here saying Jacoby going to take the job. Teddy going to take the job. Reed Sinnett was going to win it last year. Come on, man. Jesus, Lord. Bro, y'all just throw shit at the wall and hope it sticks. It's ridiculous. Tell me you throw shit at the wall and hope it sticks and not actually evaluate the position without telling me that, all right? How many other fan bases go through this issue? It's pathetic reason, bro. Hey, speaking of Lamar Jackson, the Ravens been going through it with Tyler Huntley. Fact. That's just what it is. That's just what it is. We're not the only delusional fan base. Hold on. We're not the only fan base with a delusional portion of our fan base. All right, let's put it that way. Griffin Gaiman, unsurprised, while simultaneously not surprised Sony Michel got cut, yet he struggled. I just didn't think they'd give him the boot with the lack of people who can be a power back. I actually didn't have him. You'll see, I didn't have him on my prediction, and the reason why I didn't have him on my prediction was because of the performance in the last game. The performance with the last game, painful. And I will explain why I have Craycraft and not Bowden when I get to my thing as well. And that has to do with the last game as well a little bit. All right. So, man, Reason just gave you 15 minutes of facts. All right. Chop that up. Go put that on social media and let's see the response to that. Especially that portion. Where's the debate over Wilkins and Silo? Where's all these other debates? Go, hey. Try and tell me I'm wrong. Try and tell me I'm wrong. All right. All that said, let's hop into this. Again, smash that like button, subscribe if you are new. Appreciate everyone who has donated thus far. Let's get it, baby. All right. So, I'm going to go in chronological order. I'll show you my prediction first, and then I'll show you who they cut today. So, this was my roster prediction. All right. So I actually have them. I think they're going to keep 3. Notice I put Skylar as QB2 though. I'm just saying. I'm taking Skylar over Teddy. Don't get me wrong. Don't get it twisted. All right. So I'm just saying that was purposeful. So was Mozart over Edmonds because I like what I saw from Mozart. So this is what I got. So I got Tagovailoa, Thompson, and Bridgewater. Mozart, Edmonds, Gaskin. And this is what's going to shock people. I had them keeping Sethan Carter, people. I have them keeping Sethan Carter. I think with Ingold's injury, with how they've shown how they've used them and how they've used Sethan Carter, they've used Sethan Carter a lot. A lot. And honestly, I think they keep Sethan Carter. I think this guy's got a legitimate chance to stay. And yes, I kept Noah because of injuries. Noah has to stay because of injuries, guys. We'll get to that in a sec. All right. So I got Ingold and Carter. They're keeping 2 fullbacks because it is too critical of a position in this offense that if something happens to Ingold, knock on wood, you have no option unless you go to the free agent market when they've got Sethan Carter already in the building who knows him. Tanner Connor is going to the IR. Tanner Connor will not be cut. They're going to stash him on the IR. All right. So we go to wide receivers. Hill, Waddle, Wilson, Izakama, Sherfield, and Craycraft. I had to go 6. I couldn't keep 7. I kept Craycraft. Look at the work he did with the ones, guys. They had Craycraft out with the ones, people. They didn't have Lynn Bowden out with the ones in that preseason look. They had Craycraft. They had Craycraft. Again, this isn't what I would do. I would try, if you want my honest opinion, I'd try and keep 7. I'd try to keep Bowden. But they're just not, I don't think they're going to. I think that extra fullback's going to screw it. That extra fullback is what screwed it. So, Craycraft, man, the guy scored a touchdown with the number 1s. He's McDaniel's boy. I'm telling you, they're keeping Craycraft. The only way Bowden makes his team is if they carry 7. That's what I see. Now, if you want to do who's going to be the punt returner and stuff, you got options. Gaskin can do it because I'm only keeping 3. I'm not rolling with 4. Gaskin can do it, and I'm rolling with 3 because they kept 3 quarterbacks. If they would have kept 2, I would have rolled with 4. I'm telling you, the roster math is wonky. So then Smythe, Long, and Gesicki at tight end. And again, Sethan Carter can play both tight end, wingback, halfback, fullback. He can do it all. And, they're going to need an insurance. On the left tackle side, obviously Armstead's starting, but what Greg Little showed, he has got to be our, because people don't remember. See, listen, they're going to get Braylon Sanders to the practice squad. So they're going to have options in terms of if anyone gets hurt, they're going to get him to the practice squad. Lynn Bowden is actually eligible for the practice squad. So we'll see how that rolls out. Smythe, Long, and Gesicki. Smythe is clearly tight end 1 in this. I've been told privately they prefer Smythe and Long in this scheme over Gesicki. But until they can move that $10.9 million or they play it out for the comp pick, Gesicki, I mean, the guy's been getting so many reps because they're trying to like basically relearn him how to block. So Armstead and Little looks like our swing. I've seen a lot of good stuff from Kinley on film. So they're going to keep Kinley with Eichenberg. Again, a guy who can play left guard and right guard. Williams and Dieter. You know, I knew they weren't going to keep Pankey. They weren't going to keep 3. Hunt and Robert Jones will play right guard. Robert Jones can also play tackle as well. And then Austin Jackson at right tackle. So, yeah, I don't have, you know, a big shift in terms of our tackle depth. You know, really only Little, Armstead, and Jackson are our true tackles, while Eichenberg can kick out there. Hunt can kick out there. Jones can play it if you have to have him play it. So, you know, and on total, we kept 9 offensive linemen last year. We're keeping 9 again. All right. So that's what I have on offense. On defense, Davis and Jenkins. I like what I've seen from Benito. I've even liked what I've seen from Ben Stille. He can flex in and out, but I don't think they make the team. Now Flowers can play defensive tackle, defensive end, or outside linebacker in this scheme. So I threw him under defensive tackle, defensive end. So I've got Ogba, Wilkins, Seiler, and Flowers. Flowers obviously making this team. There's no doubt about it. Outside linebackers, Phillips, Ingram, and Van Ginkel. I do not have Brennan Scarlett making this team, which is kind of going against the grain of what I've been of what I've said. So, and I don't think Porter Gustin's going to make it. So, and then inside linebacker, Baker, Roberts, Tyndall, and Riley. I do not have Sam McGuavin making it as well. A lot of missed tackles. I know they like him, so I wouldn't be surprised if he does make them. But we carried 6 corners last year. I mean, Trill ain't playing. Trill ain't coming back. You know what I mean? And if Trill was on this roster, that would probably bump Igbenogany off the roster for me. But Howard, because of the packages, the sub packages we run and everything, DB heavy team. So our 6 for me is Howard, Byron Jones, Nick Needham, Crossan, Elijah Campbell, and Noah Igbenogany. Brandon Jones, Eric Rowe, and Fedulum stay at strong safety. Fedulum, obviously a key contributor on special teams. I could see Danny Crossman going to, keeping Fedulum, right? And then Holland and McKinley round out our free safeties. So Ben Stille, Cameron Good, these guys you can sneak on the practice squad. You do not need to take up a roster spot with those guys right now. Continue to develop them. I wouldn't be surprised if they put Benito back there as well, right? So, and then obviously punter Morstead, kicker Sanders, and Blake Ferguson takes a spot, guys. That's just what it is. Don't know what to tell you. You have to take up a spot for your long snapper. So, Ferguson, again, if you look at it, if you think about it, between long snapper, the extra fullback, the extra linebacker, and Riley. I mean, you know, it's and keeping a third quarterback on the roster. Remember, we haven't kept a third quarterback onto the roster in quite some time. So Tanner Connor's going to go on the IR. If Tanner Connor was healthy, he would make this team. I think Kadir Kahu, they're going to try and sneak on the practice squad. I think Cameron Good, they're going to try and sneak on the practice squad. Ben Stilley, et cetera, et cetera. I know there's been reports that they want to keep Kadir Kahu, but honestly, I think, man, I would cut Fedulum, but I think Danny Crossman's going to go to bat for him because that's what Danny Crossman's going to have a little bit of a say in special teams. So, we'll see. Personally, it's tough, man. It's tough picking out your 53 because you're always going to leave someone on, and you got to basically play the practice squad. I didn't list to their 16 players can go on the practice squad. So, obviously Preston Williams gone, et cetera, et cetera. So, man, that third quarterback and that second fullback, those are two roster spots that could have been allocated somewhere else. But, just saying. And Fedulum restructured his contract too, so that's another reason why I think he's staying. Yeah, because Fedulum I would have cut as well, but I think he's staying. And Duke Riley, he's been better than Brendan Scarlett, better than Sam McGuavin, et cetera, et cetera. So this is how I see it. I mean, we'll see how it all plays out. We'll know by 4 p.m. tomorrow. In terms of cuts they've now already made, Sony Michel, Adam Pankey, Mohamed Sanu, and Quincy Wilson, who they were playing at safety, have all been released. They've waived Blaze Andreas, Owen Carney, Jared Dokes, Elijah Hamilton, Niles Scott, and Zaquandre White. So that tells you they want these guys. They're going to try and put these guys on the practice squad by waiving them. So those 6 are going to try and sneak on. And then Calvin Munson went on IR, and they waived Darius Hodge, who again had a great training camp. He's injured though. And they also waived D'Angelo Ross. So I believe we're down to about 66 spots right now. So we got 13 cuts, I believe, coming tomorrow. Can I explain Craycraft versus Lynn? Sure, I can. Craycraft been in the system for multiple years. He's a McDaniel guy. I mean, you saw him working with the ones. They didn't put Bowden with the ones. All right. Bowden's really been kind of pigeonholed to either late time work or special teams work. I think McDaniel trusts Craycraft more than Lynn Bowden. Lynn Bowden really didn't start coming on until the last couple of weeks, and Craycraft's been making plays wherever they put him. Craycraft gets open. Do you guys remember Chris Hogan? If y'all remember Chris Hogan, River Craycraft reminds me of a better version of Chris Hogan, who was always open. When they called him 7-Eleven because he was always open. So if you look at it, I mean, I don't know. Craycraft just reeks of they're going to choose their guy. And that touchdown, I mean, he looked great with the ones. He looks like the next coming of Chris Hogan. So, anyways, so I think we got 13 cuts to happen tomorrow. Again, I'll be live tomorrow night, 4 p.m. The cuts will come. There were people out there that wanted us to keep Mohamed Sanu. Like, Sony Michel is our best blocking back, and they cut his ass because of his production. So you go look at it like that. Sony Michel is their best blocking running back in a scheme that emphasizes blocking. And boom, gone. Done. So it don't matter if you're the best blocker at your position. If you ain't gonna perform, you're gone. Guys, Lynn Bowden and Preston Williams have been on the trade block for 2 weeks. Are we all new? Are we all new? That's exactly what it is. All right. Next one up. Next one up. Let's get into the PFF grades from yesterday. We'll take a look at everything. Let's start off with it. So, starting with the offense, your top rated guy was Tyreek Hill at a 98.1. Kellen Dyche came in on 17 total snaps with a 93.5. Adam Pankey on 24 snaps was a 90.2. Robert Hunt was an 87.7. I mean, look, PFF grades counted. I mean, we cut Pankey today. You know what I mean? Lynn Bowden Jr. was number 5 at 87.1. Teddy Bridgewater was number 6 at 84.3. You see Tua was right there at number 9 with an 81.1. And then when you go all the way down here, your worst rated PFF graded guys were Blaze Andreas at a 51.1, Sony Michel at a 52.2, Mohamed Sanu at a 54.4, Durham Smythe at a 55.4, and Preston Williams at a 55.9, Hunter Long at a 59.2. For everyone looking where Skylar Thompson is, Skylar Thompson is 28th, I believe. Yeah, 28th out of 61.6. So their baseline average is like 65. So that's how everyone graded out offensively, sticking with the offense. And let's stick with passing here. Let's actually look at the pressure and depth. So this was Skylar Thompson's passing chart. When you break it down, 0 for 1 on 20 plus, so on deep throws. He was 3 for 3 on the intermediate level over the middle of the field. He had 49 yards. On the short level, he was perfect on the right and the left, 3 for 3, and he was 1 for 2 up the middle. When you look at him, when he was kept clean, he was 5 of 6 for 85 yards and 2 touchdowns. When he's under pressure, he's 2 for 4 with a 50 completion percentage. That would be adjusted to about 66.7 for 18 yards and a touchdown. And you see he's 7 of 10 when he was not blitzed. So they didn't blitz him once. On passing concept, look at that, 5 for 6 on play action for 79 yards and 2 touchdowns. Should have had a perfect adjusted completion percentage. And then when you look at Tua Tagovailoa, we'll go to Teddy. This is how Teddy performed. 3 for 4 to the left on the on the intermediate level. 0 for 2 over the middle of the intermediate level. 0 for 1 over the right of the intermediate level. 1 for 3 to the left on the short level. So not really much to talk about. He was 4 for 9 when he's kept clean for a completion percentage of 44.4 for 74 yards. He has a drop charge against, so his adjusted completion percentage was 55.6. He was 0 for 1 against pressure. He was 3 for 6 when he wasn't blitzed. 1 for 4 when he was blitzed. He was 1 for 2 off play action. 3 for 8 off no play action on clean dropbacks. Oof, painful. All right, Tua. He was 1 for 1 on the deep portion of the field, that throw to Tyreek. He was 4 for 5 over the intermediate portion of the field. He was 1 for 1 on the short level of the field. And you see this, he was 6 for 6 when he's kept clean for 121 yards and a touchdown. His average depth of target was also 18.5 yards. He averaged 20.2 yards per attempt when he's kept clean. When he was not blitzed, he was 6 for 6 for the 121 yards. And he was 0 for 1 when blitzed. Off play action, he was 6 for 6. And then he was 0 for 1 on no play action. So, man, you look at him, good grades off of play action and when he was kept clean. Great stuff from the quarterback room. Now, heading over to the defense. Your top graded defensive players, Landon Roberts on 15 snaps, managed to be the top graded guy with a 92.4. Christian Wilkins on 19 snaps put in the second highest graded 86.7. Brandon Jones on 17 had an 83.2. Noah Igbenogany, look at this guy, had a 78.9, and Melvin Ingram had a 77.4. Porter Gustin had a 74. Jalen Phillips a 73.5. And then when you head to the bottom, Eric Rowe was the worst graded defender with a 35.2. Jerome Baker was the second worst with a 37.1. Duke Riley was the third worst with a 46.4. Elijah Hamilton with a 46.7 was the fourth worst. And then Ben Stilley was the fifth worst at 53.3. So not overly pretty when you look at the bottom. But let's go ahead. We'll get into the coverage snaps right here. All right. So, Elijah Hamilton, he allowed 3 receptions on 5 targets for 37 yards and 2 first downs. He had a pass breakup. Kadir Kahu, 2 for 4 in terms of receptions to targets for 12 yards. And also he had a drop against. Elijah Campbell, 2 receptions allowed on 3 targets for 15 yards and 1 first down. He also had an interception. Jerome Baker in coverage, 2 receptions on 3 targets for 17 yards. He also had a drop against. Nick Needham, 2 receptions on 3 targets for 26 yards and 2 first downs. Landon Roberts, Huntley was 2 for 2 against him out of the backfield for 7 yards. Clayton Fedulum allowed 1 reception on 2 targets for 8 yards. Cameron Good dropped back into coverage and allowed 1 reception on 2 targets for only 2 yards. Eric Rowe allowed 1 reception for 24 yards on 1 target. Brandon Jones allowed 1 reception on 1 target for 4 yards. Melvin Ingram in coverage, he stopped his man for -1 yard. Jalen Phillips allowed 7 yards against Huntley on 1 reception. Noah Igbenogany was only targeted once, and he had a pass breakup. We waited 3 years for a pass breakup. Good for him. Good for Noah. Little guy getting a pass breakup. Love it. So, obviously, again, I mean, you roll through the numbers there. Our big boys aren't even out. Our big boys aren't even out. So, it is what it is. Ain't even out. So let's get into the All-22. I want to break this down. I got a lot to go over. We'll full screen it as per usual. Let's get in. I want to look at the All-22 of Tua, and then I want to take a look at Skyler for a sec. All right. Because there are a couple things to point out here. So let's start this off. We got every throw here, including the sacks and stuff. So you see the Dolphins here in 12-man personnel, single back look with a 1-by-1 receiver set, Tua under center. You see the Eagles are in cover 6, right? They got cover 4 to the top of your screen, cover 2 to the bottom of your screen. And it's simple. I've highlighted Tyreek there. What's going to happen is Tua is obviously going to hit the play action. You see the press come up. He's going to beat that press, no problem on the inside. Look at Tua's got his eyes downfield, and right now I'm going to explain why he throws it where he throws it to a spot, because this was not underthrown. People trying to tell you this throw was underthrown do not know what they're talking about. Tua Tagovailoa threw this ball to a spot, and right now what he sees is, okay, he's stacking the defender, he's stacking that corner, but he sees the safety coming over top, so he expects bracket to come, right? He expects a bracket coverage to come right now. So that's why he throws to a spot. He's processing that, but what happens? The ball's already out. Tyreek has not stacked the defender yet. I've paused it here. It's I don't know what it is. I mean, he saw, it looks like a bracket. It's in a bracket right now when the ball's out. He's throwing to a spot where he knows Tyreek's going to make the adjustment and make the catch. That's literally what happens here. He saw the bracket, he makes the adjustment, boom, makes the catch. That's literally what you see here. And I'll go even further. When you watch from the end zone view, boom, play action. All right. Look at the ball. That's not underthrown, because look at where the ball right now. That ball is just inside the left hash. It's just inside the left hash. If he was going to throw over the shoulder, it would not be to the left hash. So he throws to the left hash. Look at where Tyreek is. And where does the ball land? Boom, right in the middle. Right in the middle. Literally a couple yards to the right of his launch point, of his release point. That is throwing to a spot. That is not an underthrow. I don't know what else to say. Now, this is a really good throw. This is a really good throw. It's not great, because if it was great, it would be over Tyreek's shoulder in stride, bucket shot, and he'd run it in. But this is a damn good throw. Do not get this twisted. I'm showing you his launch point so you can see everything here. The guy's throwing to a spot. And Tyreek's an elite ball tracker, elite speed. He adjusts, and he makes the catch. Simple as that. There's nothing else to really discuss here. This is not an underthrow. This is him throwing to a spot. When I go back, I'll go back to let's go back for a sec here. Let's go back to the high view. I'm going to show y'all right here again. Look. Tua's... All right, let's watch this. Hold on. Let me build up to that bracket. All right? So Tua, right? Now he's at the top of his drop. Tua is now at the top of the drop processing. He sees, he stacked the DB, he stacked the corner, but there's a safety over top. Because of the safety over the top, he sees bracket. That's why he does not throw it. So now we continue on. I've shown you the bracket. Ball is out. It's still bracket. That's why he's throwing to a spot. Because of the bracket. That's what he read. That's how he processed it. And he throws it to a spot, and there he is. So, I mean, I don't know what else to tell you. That's exactly what he sees. That's exactly what he does. Right? You even see the launch point again. Circled it for you. He is throwing to a spot right now. That is not underthrown. I mean, the guy had enough distance to test over Tyreek's shoulder. So, I mean, we've seen him make that throw in practice. We've seen him make that throw to Jakeem Grant. That's throwing to a spot. It's a really good throw. It's not a great throw. A great throw is a bucket shot. You run it in. That is a really good throw. That is why Tua said he could have made a better throw. Because that was not a great throw. That was a really good throw. That's what that throw is. All right. So Dolphins again now in the 12-man personnel look with the single back who's Mozart. And I've got highlighted Tyreek there for you. So you can watch Tyreek at the top of that stack. 2 receivers stacked to the right. After Gesicki motions to the left. Look at the pull from the offensive line. But also look at the flow of the linebackers on that second level. Even the linebackers are flowing. And what have I told you about this offense? This offense is all about, with the run game, setting up keys and getting the flow of the offense to one side and hitting them on the other side. This is how one of the basic fundamentals I've described of this offense. And that you see that in this play in action. You literally see it. They pulled everyone. Look at now this end. He's committed. Now he's trying to cut back. It's over. You got Sherfield beat him. Tua takes the sticks. And you got to love it, baby. You got to love it. So let's go back. Let me break this play down for you a bit more serious. Let me break this down for you, okay? I got caught up in the flow. I wanted to show you all the flow. So, yeah, here you go. You got the Eagles are in quarters right now, all right? So, again, Dolphins in that 12-man personnel with Moser, single back. Tight set with 2 receivers stacked right. Gesicki motions to the left. So, Gesicki, there you go. You see Gesicki clears out that middle of the field with that go route. You see that. He's cleared that middle of the field out. So now Tyreek comes wide open on his crosser. And I want to go back and look at another thing too here. I want everyone to watch Sherfield. I love the play design. I got to highlight the play design because I'm a freaking football nerd. Okay, so you look at this stack to the right where I've got Tyreek highlighted at the bottom there. That's Sherfield behind him, okay? Watch Sherfield on this play action boot. I mean, this thing is beautiful on this bootleg. Look at this. They've kicked him to give a jet sweep look. Look at that. They've kicked him to give you a jet sweep look, but they're not even like, they're either going to jet sweep or he's going to fake and he's going to block anyone coming off that left end edge. Instead, he goes inside and kicks it out into a route. Love the play design. Love the play design. Because the conflict it created. Look at the conflict it created for that edge player. That edge player was coming off and he wanted him. So what that's doing is that's freeing off that rush, that free rusher that might come off Gesicki, right? You see that free rusher starting to come. You're like, oh, dead to rights. And he's cutting back. But he's like, oh, crap. Sherfield's leaking out. He didn't take me. And he's got to go into coverage. And the conflict it created there kept Tua clean. That is fantastic play design. Fantastic stuff. I love it. Give me it all day, baby. Give me it all day. Love it. Love that stuff. Here's another look for you. So you see the Gesicki motion, right? Smythe. So that was a Smythe with the clear out, not Gesicki. I apologize. Smythe clears out the whole middle of the field. Look at that. All day. All day. Beautiful. Beautiful play design. Oh, man, it gets me excited. All right. 21-man personnel for the Dolphins here. If you want to count Ethan Carter as a tight end, we can count him as he's a fullback, whatever. So 21-man personnel. 12-man, however you want to look at it. I'm counting him as a fullback here. So 21-man personnel for the Dolphins. They start off in an offset I, strong right look, and 2 receivers stacked to the left. But then you see Carter motions in line, right? Eagles in cover 3. And I've highlighted Craycraft in the slot there for y'all. And you're going to see Sherfield's going to run a little quick out. Right? And and the reason why I've highlighted this, guys, I'm going to tell you this. Tua last year's taking the Sherfield throw. Tua last year is taking this Sherfield throw. That's just a fact. But Tua this year, look at that throw. Boom. Woo! That is a good throw, man. Off one foot. Look at that. Off the back foot. Beautiful throw. Beautiful route by Craycraft, too. Nice and clean. Nice and clean by Craycraft. Look at this. I'm going to tell you right now. He's taking that. Look at that. Right. Oh, beautiful. Beautiful. Put 6 on the board, baby. Put 6 on the board. It's almost like a levels concept to the left, right? You got that out route underneath, and then you got that out route over top. It's like a levels concept to the left, kind of. So I'll take it, though. Let's go. So now you got Gaskins motioning out at the top to give an 11-man 2x2 empty backfield personnel set, 2 in the gun. Eagles in that single high man look. And Tua, he's going to start his progression right there with Craycraft. Now, what he's going to see here is a couple things, right? You got the safety with his hips open over the top because Craycraft's running a corner route. He also notices that, all right, I believe that's, the other receiver down here, I believe Sherfield. He's manned up. So he's thinking, again, he's about to get to that next level, that second level. He's going to run into a bracket. That looks like, when I look at his thought process of why he looked this off, because the corner's there, right? Because the cornerback sticks to the outside. So he doesn't like it. So I'm thinking he thinks there's going to be a bracket. Now he's looking underneath right here. You got Gaskin on that drag route. That's a no-go. Look at above Gaskin on that drag. You see Cedric, right? Cedric's all jammed up. That's a no-go. So the corner route was really all he had, and I showed you why he didn't like it initially. He doesn't take it. Coverage sack. I'm not going to blame Austin Jackson here, but the effort at the end is not very good. I mean, I don't know what to tell you. The effort at the end of the rep, I want a better effort, but I'm going to show you this again. We'll bring it back. So, all right, here you go. He's starting to drop back. See where his eyes is. You can see he's looking to that right side. All right. He sees the bottom route is manned up. He's seeing the corner. He's got his eyes on him, as does the safety, whose hips are open towards that side. So he thinks that corner is probably going to run into a bracket when he gets to the next level. But what happened was this corner who's now dropping back, he messed up. He doubled over top of this route towards the edge when he should have dropped back. And he realizes, oh crap, I messed up. You see him turn the hips, but Tua's head is already moved. Tua looked off the progression, and this is what he has to take because the routes on the left side were smothered. So he takes a sack. Coverage sack. And look, I just want a better effort at the end there, Austin. That's all. You might have got away with a little bit of a hold too, but I'll take it. I'm not blaming Austin Jackson for that rep. He gave Tua enough time to step up into that pocket or flush out sooner. So I'm not gonna hang him for that. 11-man personnel now for the Dolphins. And you're gonna see Gesicki right here. He motioned into that backfield to give that split look. 1-by-1 wide receiver set. 2 in the gun. Eagles showing cover 3. And so if you see it, I highlighted that safety because look at he blitzes. And I pause it right here. You've got Gesicki underneath. We'll roll it back. He's throwing Craycraft to that out route. The problem is the pressure. It's a bad throw. There's no hot read to be made on this side, right? The hot read is at the top of your screen, and, that safety, that's not his responsibility. So what happens is the safety really should have been picked up probably by, I believe that's Gaskin it's Gaskin or Mozart on the left side there. Safety should have been picked up, but instead they go inside they take the closest man, right? Because you got 2 men coming free here. They do the right thing. They take the closest man, and there's no one to pick up the safety coming off the edge. And there you go. And now Tua feels it. He sees it in his peripheral, in his line of sight. And he's already committed before Gesicki's already leaked out to Craycraft on that out. And pressure caused the incompletion. Yeah, that's Mozart. So Mozart does the right thing here, right? Mozart takes that inside man, boom. Yeah, he gets blown up a little bit, but the protection, Hunt's got a free man, right? It's telling you they should have slid the protection. They didn't slide the protection with that blitzer. And Tua knows he's coming, so he throws it. And I mean, pressure, right? There you go. Not much to really say on that one. Again, Gesicki leaked in the flat, and we can show it again. Go back, we'll show it again. Gesicki leaks into the flat, but I'll pause it when he makes his throw. He's already throwing. Like, Gesicki's just starting to leak into the flat, and Tua is already in his throwing motion. Right? So the flat route, he basically would have had to, you would have had to anticipate the leak out right here, and he would have had to float it up right here. But he took Craycraft on that deep out. He throws it, and no go. Throws to a spot on it. Feels the pressure. He had to get rid of the ball. So, there you go. All right. Play 6 now. 12-man personnel for Miami. 2 under center. Gaskin the single back. 2 receivers are to the left. Eagles are given a cloud look here, right? You got cover 1 up here to the left, and you got cover 3 down here to the right. So they're giving you an interesting coverage look here. So I've highlighted Sherfield here. Guys, this is a big boy throw. This is a big boy throw. I don't know what to say. So here we go. What we got right here on this is easy. A big boy comeback throw. And look at where he's throwing that. That is to the inside hash, to the opposite side of the field. This is you need arm to make this throw. So anyone saying Tua does not have an arm and Tua cannot make NFL throws, this is an NFL throw as it gets. Outside the numbers, from the opposite hash to the opposite side of the field. Look at where he's throwing this ball to the 31. He's already starting to throw when that boy Sherfield is getting to the top of his stem. This is timing and arm. This is a big boy throw. No matter what people want to say. The people you're probably listening to have never played the position or thrown during live action, okay? I have. Martin has. There's other people that have, and they will tell you this is a big boy throw. All right? Period. All right? So he's already throwing. Look at that. Right there. Already throwing to that 36. That is a big boy throw. The guy's already putting it out right now to that 36-yard line. Look at that. Boom. So it's right there when he turns around. In only a spot, Sherfield can make the catch. That is a big boy throw. That is timing, that is accuracy, and that is arm. That is a very tough throw from the inside hash. All right? Just from, if you were to go the outside hash, I mean, he's throwing this football from the inside of his 14 to the 36. So this is about, this is like, that probably turns it into about, this is about like a almost a 28-yard shot to the other side of the field. It's not an easy throw by any stretch of the imagination. Timing, anticipation, arm, all on one throw. That's probably Tua's best throw of the game. That is a big boy throw, ladies and gentlemen. And don't get me wrong, the first throw of the game was a really good throw. It wasn't a great throw, but it was a really good throw. He threw to a spot. He saw the bracket. This is a big boy throw. That is a big, 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 big boy throw. So take that all day, baby. Take that all day. Another strike for a first down and a nice chunk. All right. 11-man personnel, I formation. 1-by-1 receiver set. Eagles give it cover 2 look here. So Tua, it finally works, ladies and gentlemen. The fake toss finally works. Look at all the defenders biting. Look at the flow again. That flow. Look at the flow is to the right side of the field. This is what I've told you from the beginning of when we brought on McDaniel, that this was one of the foundations of this. Set your keys so you can get the flow of the game going one way, then you set the false keys and you take them the other way. Right? Look at this. Beautiful stuff. Look at this. Great, great stuff. Now, he's going to hit Cedric Wilson over the middle here. All right? Gesicki is going to draw that underneath coverage near the bottom sticks. He's going to hit Cedric because that middle of the field, you can already see how wide open and vacant it is. Now, there is a slight miss here, and I'm going to show you why. If you look at where Tua is right now and you look at the defenders, and we'll play through and you can see the throw, Tua's got time to reset his feet here. Now, that safety up top there, he's actually breaking towards Gesicki's route. I guess defenses think he's going to just eat him in the flats. So when you look at him, he's actually going to break towards. So Sherfield's route is there. It's there. And Tua had a chance to reset his feet, but he still made a great throw. Over the top, Cedric, all day. All day. He could have reset and launched. He could have reset his launch point and just let it go. Right? But he still makes a great throw here. Makes a great throw. Middle of the field. Over top. Boom. He's in there. So there was another play to potentially be made, but he still makes a really good play here. Fake toss. Boom. Look at that. Boom. Quick decision out. So the Sherfield play was there to be made. But again, are we really going to nitpick? The guy got a first down and some. First down and some. So this is the only play I will say, well, okay, he had a play to be made there if he wanted it. But, I mean, he's reading that safety. Now, I'm showing you the arrow where that safety is going to go. And he's reading Cedric all the way here. He sees that middle of the field has been cleared out by the underneath route. And he sees it and he throws it. And boom. First down. First down. Good stuff. So, it's there. You got to call it. You're not going to see everything. He liked that look from, and the thing is, again, with the throw he made, okay, let me put it this way. On the run, Cedric's the only option there. You have to reset your launch point to make that throw. So let me clarify that. You're not making that throw on the run. You've got to reset and make that throw to Sherfield. And he didn't want to do that. He rolled it and he made the throw. So on the launch point he had off platform, the throw he made the right throw to Cedric. He had the opportunity, though, to reset his launch point and make the throw to Sherfield if he wanted to. But off of the platform he just threw on, Cedric was the throw to make there. Let me clarify and tell everyone this. You're not bootlegging and throwing that you're not throwing the Sherfield route on the move there. So there you go. All right. Big gain, nice gain, good stuff. And also, if we go back here, all right, let me start this off right here. All right, if you look at it, this is the Eagles are giving a cover 2 underlook. All right. All right, let's go to the next play here. I'll roll it for y'all so you can see the completion one more time. And then we'll get to the final play of Tua's day, and then we'll get into that Skylar throw I wanted to take a look at. Boom. Big stuff. Big time, baby. Big time. The end zone view for you, as I like to call the God view. Here y'all go. Boom, fake the toss. Look at first if you watch his head too, right? Watch his head. Watch his head. All right. First read, Gesicki. Second read, Cedric wide open. He didn't even read Sherfield. And then boom, throw. All good. So first progression, Gesicki. Second for him was Cedric Wilson, and he made the throw. All right, final Tua throw of the day. Dolphins in 12-man personnel, 2 in the gun. I believe that's Ahmed to his right, 2 receivers to the left. Eagles go cover 3. And this is going to be, watch this. All right, so I've highlighted Gesicki right there because what Tua is going to see here is watch. He saw that. He sees right here. I freezed it. The reason why he's throwing, he saw that safety creep up all the way into the box. He saw Gesicki get inside leverage. He saw how wide out that corner was playing off. And, I mean, he knows that post route is money in the bank over the middle of the field. And just as Gesicki is starting his break, you see Tua is in his throwing motion, balls out, boom. So good awareness by Tua. If you read this, he's going to read that safety creep up into the box there, and he's going to read, oh, shit, I've got this guy on a safety. It might be an option. I don't know. We don't have the play call. If it's an option, great play by Gesicki. So, and then he takes the middle of the field, boom. Great stuff, man. Great stuff. Throwing him open. There you go. Good stuff. Love it. Overall, great showing by Tua, man. Great showing by Tua. I loved every minute of it. All right. Now, I do want to show the throw of the night. If we're speaking of quarterbacks here, we got to show the throw of the night. The throw of the night all day was your boy Skylar. So you see the Eagles here. They're in quarters. All right. They are in quarters coverage. You got a single back look. Receiver on each side. All right. And you see that, again, the flow all to the right side. The blocking, pulling to that right side. Skylar's going to bootleg this. Boom. Reset his feet quickly. Quickly resets his feet to make that throw. Right? Watch Skylar. Skylar is going to roll out, turn his body, reset his feet a little bit, makes that throw, and buckets it to Izakama. Oh, baby, what a throw this was. We'll show it from this angle as well. This throw was freaking money. Money in the bank. Look at this guy. Rolls. Look at it. Set quick, and it's off from the launch point. That thing is a dime, baby. Holy Skylar. The Skylar's the limit for this kid. Wow. Look at that thing. Look at that thing. Beat the outstretched defender and all that. Put that thing right on Izakama's chest. Oh, man. What a throw by Skylar, man. You gotta love it, man. What a throw. Look at that. Whoop. Look at this. Reset. Boom. Out. What a throw. You got to appreciate that stuff, man. What an absolute freaking dime by Skylar Thompson. Man, that is good stuff. That is good stuff. The rookie continues to impress. Man, I would say, him, Malik Willis, Kenny Pickett, and Desmond Ridder have looked the best out of all the out of all the young guys, and you can make the argument Skylar might have looked the best out of all of them. Absolutely fantastic stuff by Tua Tagovailoa and Skylar Thompson. So throughout the week, we'll break down other players. We'll be taking a look at the offensive line. We'll be breaking down some more stuff this week as we go along. Right. Well, I'll have a breakdown for the show tomorrow for you. We'll be looking at someone. All right. Now. All right. Next one. I want to talk about this quick. I'm not addressing this for long. So everyone got in their pants in a bunch because Lamar liked a picture of him, and he's actually in a Dolphins jersey in that picture, and said, "You both can come cry in Miami Dolphins uni. Tears of joy when we host Lombardi." And he actually liked the tweet. And then someone actually asked him, someone said about how he actually is a Dolphins fan. And then, they said, "Look, I get what you remember, Tyron, blah, 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 blah." Lamar from Florida, he probably grew up wishing to see himself in a Dolphins jersey. He said, "I grew up a Dallas fan, but Dolphins were second, no doubt." So, listen. Lamar Jackson, I know the Ravens are trying to get it done with him, and they're trying to guarantee money. They're trying to get something worked out. They'll try to get it done. I told y'all back in February and March, Lamar Jackson wants to come to Miami if it don't work out. I told all of y'all this. And I told all y'all to prepare for this stuff to start up in the news. And here we are. No one should be surprised by what you're hearing right now. You should not be surprised by what you're hearing. Again, I don't want Lamar Jackson. I don't want to pay this guy all this guaranteed money at $40+ million a year. I'm sorry. Yeah, I don't think he's not a $40 million passer. He might be a $40 million athlete and football player in terms of running the football and making some throws. I'm sorry, man. I'm not paying that guy $45+ million and guaranteeing a crap ton of his money. I don't vibe with that. I would rather go draft Will Levis or, one of the quarterbacks in this draft, or, hell, go make a run at someone else. But no, I'm good. $40 million plus a year for a guy whose body's probably going to break down. I'm good. I'm really good. Another thing I wanted to add about that big boy throw Tua made, and again, we got to keep it objective, right? Let's keep it objective, all right? That comeback route, that comeback throw that he made to Sherfield, that money throw, all right? I'm going to tell you this right now. Don't forget, Skylar missed that throw to Bowden, guys, what was it? Last game? The Raiders game? Yeah, the Raiders game. He missed that throw. He missed the throw. He had the same chance. He had that comeback route to the right side of Bowden, and he missed the throw. So, that's it. Skylar's flash, but you still see Skylar. Skylar's missed reads. He missed Hunter Long when he was going up the left sideline. So, Skylar's still got things he's got to work on, too. No quarterback is perfect. Every quarterback has to keep working to get better. It's just what it is. So, enjoy the development of Skylar Thompson in this offense. Enjoy the growth and development of Tua Tagovailoa in this offense. Listen, guess what? Tua's throw to Tyreek, it was a really good throw. Right? Really good throw. Threw it to a spot, threw him open, didn't like the bracket. Really good throw. All right? And Skylar had the best throw of the night. Both can be true. Tua looked out of this world against the Eagles. Skylar's been overly impressive and had some out of this world throws. Both can be true. It's just it. Stop dividing the fan base. Just stop. Enjoy the ride. All right? If you want to talk about number one debates, go debate Wilkins and Seiler. Go debate Edmonds and Moser. All right? Go debate Ingram and AVG. Those are legitimate debates to have. And yet, I don't hear anyone talking about those debates. Waddle and Hill. No one talking about that debate. Just saying. All right, guys, I'm going to get out of here. I'll be back tomorrow night or tomorrow sometime, and we'll go over as the Dolphins will trim down to 53. Until next time, you already know what time it is, baby. Fins up all day, every day. I'll see y'all.